What is going on out there? It's JT here in the studio, Studio 10 for weekly update. And this one is for 420, 2022. Some of you will understand that, what the humor is in that. It is 420. And it'll be 420 here in the studio on 420, certainly, but that's as close as we'll be getting to it in here anyway. So what's going on out there? See, we already got a few people tuning in. Billy Joe Burrell, good to have you aboard as always, my friend. Nice to have you watching. Hopefully, we get a few more folks. Got a quick show for you today. Brought to you by Premier Manufacturing, and we'll talk about Premier a little bit and who they are. If you guys are pulling a trailer, you probably have their hitch on the back of your truck. So, been around about 100 years, and back in the day when I was running, that's what I had. Premier hitch on the back for a transfer. So it was a little different setup than what you guys normally are used to, but they make a bunch of different ones out there. And my favorite one that they used to make, and I tried looking for it, it's not on the list anymore. Maybe they changed it. A 690L, I think it was the model number, and it had a bar that you used to be able just to push up, and you'd pull right away from your trailer. And the D model is the one they kept, I guess, and that has like a D ring on it that you push in, lock, and pull and lock, push, pull, lock, push, twist, pull, lock. Yeah. Anyway, if you're pulling something, you've probably got a Premier hitch on the back of there. I've got some more information about them as well, but we'll talk about what else is going on. We have the reveal for the Miss Flatbed Red drawing contest. We had some submissions, quite a few. In fact, I got a message from Miss Flatbed Red. She can't be in studio with us live today, so she sent us a video telling us all thank you for participating. And I also have a really cool time-lapse video that she put together that shows her actually drawing the winner. So if you guys don't remember who our winner was, I can help you out with that because there it is right there. That was the winning picture that was sent in, and that drawing that she did, wait till you see this drawing. It's pretty cool because this is actually the first time she's ever done a nighttime drawing. So something unique and new, and I think that was part of the reason we chose this one. It just, I mean, amongst a lot of other reasons, and it wasn't easy, man. There was a lot of trucks to get this thing narrowed down to the point where we could, figure out who we were going to have in this thing. So anyway, we'll get into that here in a bit. But a lot of you right now, if you're not already there, are probably on your way to Florida to Wildwood, and you're down there to check out 75 Chrome and all the goings on. Friday, they'll be starting the show off and getting everybody in there at 9 a.m. And then Friday evening, they're going to have a light show and some music and different things going on. I think they have a live DJ that's going to be there. And then Saturday night, kind of a repeat, more or less the same thing. 9 a.m. opening. Public will be in there all day. And through the night, they're going to do another light show on Saturday night, too. So should be a lot of fun, a lot of things going on. Don't know. If I could get somebody and they want to give me a live feed from there, I'd be loving the opportunity to show it, because we're not going to be there. Team 10-4 is not going to be there at the show this year. Stephanie Haas, the diesel addict, will be there helping us out, and she'll probably be putting together everything to do a show report and capture all the sights and scenes and share the stories with us later on. And kind of as attached to that, as it goes right now, our next edition of the magazine, 10-4 magazine, the May 2022 edition, is getting finished up right now. Dan's working on it. I mean, Dan is in invisible right now. He's in hideout mode. We don't bother him until we get a call from him that says everything's done and at the printer and good to go. So yeah, one guy doing a lot of stuff right now to get that next edition out. And I've got a picture of the cover and centerfold, but I'm not going to share it with you. Ha! Sorry about that. But it's pretty dang nice, I got to tell you. You guys are gonna love it. So always a good choice, I think, on the cover. And the nice thing about the cover of 10-4 magazine, that's sacred ground. That um, a lot of variables go into getting onto that, and whatever truck it is that makes it on there is definitely one that deserved it. Pete Henderson, what's up, buddy? Across the pond over there. Good to have you on the show. Carrie Kylan, I'm going to say, is the last name. Sweet pick. Yeah, it is, actually. And the gentleman who submitted that, I'm going to bring him up here right now because I can't remember his name, and I should. I've seen it enough times, but Bryan Balli is his name, and that's that Peterbilt. Again, if I'm not mistaken, it is a 359. Yes, sir. 359. I mean, it's an older truck, man, but just the picture just stood out for us, and we went with it, and that ended up being our winner. Um, in fact, I'll tell you what. Right now, I'm just going to go ahead and play Miss Flatbed Red for you, and let's have a little bit first. First, what we'll do first. Check this out. I got a new toy to play with. So here we go. And there you have it. Pretty slick. And nice job there on the time lapse to give you guys an idea what was going on there. And it turned out really sweet. Here's the actual. In fact, let me bring that back. I think if I go one more back, there we go. And I'll give you guys a full blown view of it. There it is. There's the finished product and the winner again. That's Bryan Balli. And if I understood the story correctly, he's moved on from that truck. So I don't know, Bryan, if you're out there and you're in the show today, I'd love to hear from you. Let us know what's going on. But you're going to be getting that drawing here pretty soon. We got all of Bryan's information, so we'll be able to send that over to him, courtesy of Miss Flatbed Red and 10-4 magazine. Mr. Eric Hill in the studio. Right on, Eric. Good to have you on board, buddy. How's things going there in your neck of the woods? Is it cold and windy and all that out there again? Man, it was kind of crazy, I guess, last week. And now, for us too, and we've had like one day of winter and rain and snow on the mountain. Today again, it's like 85 degrees or something. So it's just whatever. It's supposed to rain and be crazy here tomorrow and tonight, and snow again on the mountains. So I think spring's get it all out of its system before it really, really kind of dumps on us this last time. And then I think we're on for a real short spring and probably right on into summer. Yeah, rainy, cold, and windy. I figured as much. I've been watching, the different Giants baseball. So whoever's a baseball fan out there can share my enthusiasm. Thank God baseball's back on, and I'm enjoying it. I mean, I love good baseball, and I'm a Giants fan, and the Giants are doing real well. They dropped 2 yesterday to the Mets, but the other best team in baseball, really, kind of right now, the New York Mets. So out here on the West Coast, you got the Giants. On the East Coast, you got the Mets, and they took 2 from the Giants yesterday. One was a makeup game because they were rained or stormed out the day before. Now they're back on again this afternoon, unless they get delayed. Hopefully they don't. But chance to split the series and go 2 for 2. So exciting that's all back on. Randy, right on, watching the game, man. Yeah, I'm jealous. It is game time. So um, and for you guys out there on the road, man, you guys got Sirius XM, whatever, that's you got a way to listen to the game and listen to your home announcer. So it's great that we're able to do stuff like that and be able to have the best of our worlds with us when we're out on the road. I'm looking forward to a good long season and a lot of fun in baseball this year. So hopefully it'll turn out that way. And our Giants out here, man, they've got quite the rotation on the mound. So I'm excited about that. A couple other pictures I wanted to share with you guys too that were part of our photo submissions, and this is another one of our winter out there in the snow and in the cold. But a couple of the other trucks that were submitted, and this was like our final three. That KW right there, and this Marmon right here. You guys all recognize that truck. Those were the other two that were in kind of the final three, and I'll tell you, it was not easy choosing the winner of this contest. It really it was not easy. I'll just tell you, it was tough. Um, but better than me tell you about it, I'm going to go ahead and have Miss Flatbed Red tell you a little bit more too.
Hi everybody, sorry I couldn't be there in the studio today, but I just wanted to pop on to say thank you to everyone who submitted an image to the drawing giveaway. It was the first time we've done this, and hopefully we'll do it more, but there were over 200 images submitted, I think, between the post on my page and the one on 10-4's page, and it was a lot of excellent photography, and John and I had a lot of hard work to do to narrow it down to just the one winner. Thankfully, we had a lot of images that were on our short lists, on both of our short lists, so that sort of helped narrow it down quickly. But just thank you. It was awesome. Get your pictures ready for another one sometime. Just remember, keep it nice and clear. Horizontal is usually best for a photo of a truck. Make sure there's no backlighting. You want the sun shining right on it. Nothing in the way. Don't cut off the fenders or anything. Make sure the whole thing's nice and centered. And the clearer the photo, the better. With the better lighting, awesome. So the better the photo, the better the drawing can turn out. So this was a really cool experiment for me. I've never really done a night shot like this with all the lights shining. So it was a fun challenge, and it was really colorful, which is exciting too. So get some photos ready. We'll do this again sometime. Thank you, everybody.
All right. Ed Red, appreciate y'all as being a part of the fun side of 10-4. And of course, she's a regular monthly contributor to the magazine too. So be sure and look for her inside of your monthly edition of 10-4 magazine. And if you're having any trouble getting that, subscribe. Go to the 10-4magazine.com website and hit the subscribe button down there and get your edition of the magazine sent to you directly. And that way you don't ever have to worry about when you're going to get it. Now, like I said, we're at the point right now for our schedule where we are getting the magazine. Well, Dan's getting the magazine wrapped up for the May edition, which will be coming out soon. So another 10 days or so left in this month. April will be gone. Just amazing how fast things are turning over here right now in 2022. Last year, this time, we were up at the 75 Chrome Shop and take you guys on just a quick tour through there. Of course, Bob Vogel, sorry about that, Bob, and his truck, which ended up on the cover of 10-4 magazine. Dill McKinney, this is over here, is right over here. There's the tip of our booth last year, right there behind his truck. And I had Chris Feifey parked over here. In fact, I think Chris's car was dead during that show. They never moved. But a lot of beautiful trucks were there last year, and decent show. You know, the weather pretty much cooperated. It was hot, but some of us were not feeling our best, and I still apologize for that. For that show was definitely not my best 3 days on the ground. That's for darn sure. But looking back on it now, a year later, and feeling a lot better, more of myself back to normal, and able to get out and do things like I should be able to. And that's that Johnson truck, if I'm not mistaken, right? That had that set up on the back of it. We wanted to catch up with him, but the darned if he took off before we could catch him. And I don't mean at the 75 show either, but at another show, and then they ended up selling that truck and everything gone. So timing is everything. Gotta catch them while you can, right? A lot of good looking trucks out there though. There's Michael's truck right there, another 10-4 cover trucker, and of course this is the Bob Vogel truck right here. That truck really did look good at night, didn't it? DSD. Look at all these cover trucks. What the heck, huh? How about that? We got them going on at 10-4. All right. If you guys ever want to go back and look at more of these trucks and see, in fact, I've got them all here too. Here we go. Bring that back in. There we go. If you guys ever want to go back in and look at any of the past issues, all you have to do is go to the magazine, scroll down on the 104magazine.com website, and they're all archived right there. So any of the stories that you're looking for, if you're looking for a particular edition and just want to thumb through it, there it is. Pick the year. And if you want to go back before 2011, click on the articles prior to 2011, and that'll take you there as well. So it's pretty easy to navigate, simple to get around. A lot of great trucks. I'm sure there's going to be a lot going on. Bubba's got Just a Phase in there, I'm sure, again, and Roadworks are all set up there probably with their booth. Tony Justice, unfortunately, I just saw this today, man. This beautiful rig that Tony would have been taken down there to the show ended up with a mechanical problem and had to he loaded it and then he had to offload it and reload his pickup truck and probably that trailer that they were going to tow on the back there and take that with the Duramax on down to Florida instead. So looks like we're going to have to wait on this guy getting its first reveal at a show near you sometime with Tony and company in tow. But we'll be looking for it, I'm sure, here. And in no time, he'll be back out there. Upcoming shows, too, besides Florida this year in the near future. And I'm going to go right over here to our events tab and bring it up. And in fact, I'll share it with you guys as I go through it. 75, of course, this weekend. The SoCal Antique Show coming up in May. That'll be the next one. Make-A-Wish Mother's Day Truck Convoy. That might be kind of fun. Speaking of convoys, too, I wish somebody, and I've reached out to a few people. I wish somebody would reach back to me. I can't do all the legwork here, guys. You know, if you know anybody that has anything to do with this convoy that was going on, they were in Sacramento Tuesday, and believe me, I tried to reach out to people. Nobody responded back. So, okay. Whether they're getting the information, whether they're just too busy to do anything about it, I don't know. But whatever the case may be, I would love to have some and Eric Hill, yeah, thank you, Adam Johnson and Katie Transport, that motorcycle on the flatbed there I was talking about. I'd love to have somebody reach out and tell me what the heck was going on in Sacramento. And this was yesterday. They were in town yesterday. So didn't hear anything. I could have been out there. Had they called me, had somebody got back to me, I'd have gone out there and probably, gotten some of the lowdown directly from those that were there. I would have loved to have done that. So if you guys have anything else going on, anybody knows anybody in this thing, have them reach out, get back to me. Red Dirt Showdown's coming up in May. May's going to be a busy month. Make-A-Wish Mother's Day Convoy, we talked about that. Semi-Crazy, of course, coming up May 13th, 14th. All these shows are here all the time. Anytime there's any changes or any updates or additions of any shows, we try to get them in here. All you guys have to do is go in there and look and check them out, and you can find out what's going on. Next big one for Team 10-4 is going to be out. Everybody will be there, is the second annual Frenchie's Truck Jamboree coming up on May 20th, 22nd, 20th, 21st, 22nd. The rest to go on. Great Lakes Big Rig Challenge. I would love to go to the Onaway Speedway. Again, I can hopefully make that out there next year. ATHS National Convention coming up. And next big one again for us in Merced, California, and that's the Souza Memorial on June 24th, 25th, and 26th. After that, there'll be a bunch of shows happening in there. I'm not going to go through and name them all off. Walcott, Gear Jammer, Pride, Near Ride, on and on. Top Gun, of course. Great Lake, great show to be at. Love to go to that one of these times. Laid back. No Coast, but Busted Knuckle. But I'm going to get right on over here to... What did I do? Did I walk right by it? I did. Trucking for Kids. There we go. So as soon as there's more updating on Trucking for Kids, of course, I'll be able to let you guys know that. And that is, again, going to be on September the 11th. We'll be having a lot of big tributes to our first responders and alike out there. Some fun stuff, hopefully Saturday night, that we are trying to work out. We'll see how that all gets put together and comes together. No matter what, it's going to be a great show in Irwindale. and it'd be the 41st 41st Trucking for Kids. So we look forward to having all you guys out there. Just keep watching, stay in touch, and we'll keep you informed as we get along on that thing. All right. Oh, Miss Julia in the house. Right on. I tried calling her. Oh, that's interesting too. My phone worked. I don't know who all's got Verizon out there, but I've been hearing that there's a outage, and it's kind of spotted throughout the country, but hit the hardest on the West Coast. So um, mine worked. So I guess maybe they got it fixed, or I'm just not one of the guys that was affected by it. But if you got Verizon and you're not able to get out on the phone, yeah, they're having a problem with their service. So let's see here. Bada bing. There we go. Anyways, hello, Miss Julia. Glad to have you on the show. She's over in the big city in San Francisco, which I will be joining her for the weekend, and we're gonna get back to having me and her get together for some prime rib. House of Prime Rib is this place in San Francisco. It's been there since I think like 1948. Same exact spot. I mean, the place is just absolute. If you go to San Francisco and you love prime rib, you got to go to the House of Prime Rib. Make reservations way ahead of time. They used to be before pandemic. They used to be about 3 or 4 months out. And I don't know how we got in. We're having a early dinner, so that might be part of it. I think we have a 5 o'clock reservation, so it's it's not easy to get in there. I think it's pretty much filling up, and also there's no more mask mandates, even in San Francisco. And congratulations to the rest of the country on the fact that mask mandate stuff is over. So the reservation was made in February for this April, so they're a couple months out. There you go. They're right back on track. And at that time, it was still a mask mandate in San Francisco. You know, supposedly you wear your mask in and take it off when you sit at the table to eat or drink. And I mean, honest, look, we went to plenty of places, and nobody cared, honestly. I mean, if you showed up with a mask on, that was all they needed to see, and then beyond that point, it was over. But congratulations to the rest of the country, and uh, no more having to have a mask on if you're in the plane. And if you still want to wear one, you can. Hey, more power to you. Please do. If that makes you feel better, go for it. A lot of airports are still requiring it while you're in the airport, but the airlines are not. So I actually would look forward to going to a truck show at this point. But I mean, truth be told, you know, it wasn't that bad. It didn't bother me that much, and I got through it. I'm sure just like everybody else did. So it is what it is, as they say. It is what it is. But congratulations on that finally being the standard now, where we don't have to, and everybody can get back to being even closer to being more of our normal old selves, which I don't think there's anything wrong with that at all. So, wanted to get back over here and tell you a little bit more about Premier. In fact, I've even got a video for these new hitches that they've got out. I'm going to show you two. They're real quick, so just hang with me a minute, and let's get a look-see here and see what they got to say.
Premier Manufacturing has developed a superior option, extended life. Featuring a direct injection of lubrication to the latch pivot points, Extended Life is available in several Premier couplings, including the popular 2000 series. Extended Life results in a smooth, consistent latch performance over an extended period of time. Combat corrosion and save the headache of latch failure by investing in Premier's Extended Life couplings. For more information, visit premier-mfg.com.
And I got one more because I think it's actually pretty cool how they've come up with this new design. By the way, grease is everything in that kind of an environment. The old hitches had a Zerk on them. They just never worked. So we just stuffed grease in there as best we could. But yeah, but check this one out and tell me what you think of this one. And this is a new system that they've just come out with, I guess. I suppose I better put it back to the beginning. There we go.
The numbers are simply staggering. Between 2009 and 2018, 944 accidents involving trailer separations were recorded on U.S. highways. Nearly 1,200 people died as a result, and the trend shows no
kind of
signs
staggering
of slowing
statistics.
down. lack of maintenance, equipment being used past its useful life, and inadequately rated components are just a
Can't
few
tell you how many
of
hitches I used to
issues
see like
can
that.
cause these terrible accidents. When it comes to pintle hitch style couplings, closing and making sure the latch is closed correctly is always the responsibility of the person making the coupling connection.
There's my environment.
And it's the driver's responsibility to verify that the equipment is correctly connected prior to moving the vehicle. In the event the coupling is not properly closed prior to moving the vehicle, Premier Manufacturing's 820EL coupling safety latch system acts as a safeguard to close the latch with the release of the emergency brake. The patented safety latch has a small air cylinder inside the coupling body that is connected to the air chamber. When the chamber is pressurized by releasing the emergency brake, the cylinder rod interacts with the latch system, closing it if it's open. The 820EL coupling also incorporates extended life technology with direct injection of lubrication to the latch pivot points, which results in smooth, consistent latch performance over an extended period of time, thereby drastically simplifying the lubrication maintenance of the latch system. There is no better system on the market to avoid a potentially deadly accident. Learn more about the safety latch and why 8 of the top 10 LTL carriers use Premier products at premier-mfg.com.
All right, you guys get it. So the idea here is they're trying to make it as easy as possible and help us, so that if there's ever a moment like they showed in that video, the guy gets a phone call. Of course, we're obviously distracted, and he doesn't have to worry about whether he checked or not. I think most of us would have gone back and looked anyway, but it's there. It's there to help us. So check them out. Premier's been around a long time. Like I said, about 100 years. It's all I ran on all my trucks. That everything was all set up with the 690. I think there were 690 model latches, and that's a specific model for transfer trucks. So what you were looking at there, pretty much universal. There's a lot of different setups out there that could use that. So check them out. And Premier, by the way, in case you didn't know it, is owned by the same people who own Minimizer. So two great companies in tandem. Excuse me. All right. As I said, it's going to be a short show today. I know a lot of you guys, again, are on your way out to Wildwood. You're out there getting yourself set up, or if you're not going to be showing at the show, you're there to have fun at the show. So I would love to be able to pick up a live stream if anybody wants to have a little time on the air and you're there. Give me a shout, man. I'll put you up. We'll take a little walk around with you and see what's going on, what's happening there at the show. No problem doing that. Love to do it. Today, tomorrow, Friday, whatever the case may be. Give me a ring. You guys, I don't hide. Just inbox me on our Facebook page or Instagram. Facebook preferably. I seem to get a lot more messages there than anywhere else. And let us know what's up. Love to see it. We'll set it up. You got a phone. All you got to do is get that thing hooked up into our studio link, and we'll share what you're seeing with everybody else. All right. Thanks to Premier. Thanks to you guys for tuning in. Hope everybody had a good weekend last weekend. We're halfway through the week on the hump day and winding on down the backside into the weekend again. And I've got a whole bunch of new video gear that just showed up, so I'm pretty damn excited right now. I get to go move over to the table and start unboxing this stuff and then get it all set up. So we've got some new cameras that we'll be putting into service, and kind of trying to match everything up right now and eliminate this kind, that kind, and the other kind of camera setup that I've pretty much ran with all this time. Not that it didn't work well, because it has, but this is going to make it even better. So look for that in Red Bluff. We'll have those new cameras in action, and I'm going to get over there and get them all set up and running. Next month, we'll be back again, too, with Dan in the studio here live in Studio 10-4. Hopefully we'll have some cool stuff to talk about and share with you then. Some of the things that we talked about, and I want to make sure you guys haven't forgotten about, is past issues out of the archives are becoming available. They're going through all that stuff to try to figure out what it is and what's available, what they've got. And if you're interested and you're looking for a specific issue, all you have to do is ask, and we'll see if we have it. And We'll do what we can to get it over to you. The best way to ask and request that is send that over to editor@10-4magazine.com. Daniel Lee Anderson, nice to have you on the show, man. All you guys, always, it's so great to have you all in here. And looks like it's a busy day for a lot of folks because a lot of my regulars aren't in here today. They must be out working. God darn it, got to pay the bills. I know how that is. That's every day, right? You got to make them wheels roll and whatever's in the back pay. So stay safe out there, you guys, and we'll be in touch. Like I said, if you're in Wildwood, you're there at 75, give me a ring. We'll see what we can do. Love to have a little walk around of the show and share it and see what you're seeing. All right. So till next week, and we'll be back next Wednesday, of course, 4:00. Haven't decided what we're going to do about next week's show because it's going to be a surprise, kind of surprise to me too, because I haven't decided who I'm going to bring on, but I'm going to get us a guest for next week. Hope Tony Justice has a good show there in Wildwood, and he gets the opportunity to get that beautiful big rig of his out and on the road and to a show soon. That's a shame that it broke down, but yeah, Billy Joe, man. 100,000-pound light load. Yeah, well, so you got to do it, man, because you're the man, and that's a lot of weight. So be safe out there, buddy. Yeah, 100,000 gross. Yeah, you know what, dude? What's funny about that? I mean, there used to be these guys that used to run about that much on just a standard, 18-wheel setup down to Southern California. I can't say I know for sure who they were, but I heard a lot about them. Anyway, outlaw days, right? Those are gone. You guys take care. I'll see you next week. Keep the shiny side up and have a great weekend, everybody. We'll talk to you soon.